Traveling back to the distant past isn't possible, and likely won't be anytime soon. The closest thing we have to turning back the clock are vintage photographs that give us a glimpse of how life was back in the day. These are some of the standout images from the page. Enjoy today's travel back in time. Marine Sergeant Frank Prater feeds a 2-week-old orphan kitten. Frank, a Marine during the Korean War, found the kitten and named her Miss Hap because she was born at the wrong place at the wrong time. Portrait of a Woman and Baby, Jemez Pueblo, New Mexico, in 1914. Frances Green, Margaret Peg Kirchner, Ann Waldner, and Blanche Osborne. Women Air Force Service, pictured here as they leave their airplane. American Soldiers Pay Tribute to the Fallen Animals, 1918. Love came to me, and I was not afraid to marry the man I loved because of his color. Helen Pitts Douglas. Portrait of Two Women, Zanzibar, circa 1900. Red Cross Nurse and Rescue Dog, World War I. Portrait of a Navajo Native American, taken by Carl Moon, circa 1906. London, 1899. Photo by Leonard Masson. Portrait of an Inuit woman and child, circa 1912. A Kiowa Native American, circa 1895. Roger Williams University in Nashville, Tennessee, 1899. Before she became famous as an actress in All in the Family, Maude, and Golden Girls, Bea Arthur worked as a truck driver and typist in the United States Marine Corps Women's Reserve during World War II. Sergeant Karen Hermiston, or Hermie as people called her, was courageous and determined, earning a place in Canadian history as the only official female photographer for the armed forces to work amidst combat during World War II. Portrait of Flora Stewart. She was said to be vivacious with a remarkably retentive memory. Portrait of the Fisk University class of 1888. Portrait of Selika Lazevsky, believed to be a horsewoman who rode at Nouveau Cirque in Paris. Portrait of a Navajo woman, circa 1904. Portrait of Billie Holiday and her dog Mr., circa 1947. Portrait of a Sami family, Norway, circa 1890. A Snapshot of Life from Nebraska, 1910. Elizabeth L. Gardner of Rockford, Illinois, a WASP, Women's Air Force Service pilot, circa 1940s. Liberated survivors of Auschwitz, 1945. Edward Boucher became the first African American to earn a PhD in the U.S. when he completed his dissertation in physics at Yale in 1876. Portrait of Hattie Tom, an Apache Native American, 1899. Jitterbugging on a Saturday Evening, Mississippi, 1939. Portrait of a Family, Manzanar Relocation Center, 1943. An Unidentified Soldier, Australia, World War I. Cow U.T.s, a Caddo Native American, 1906. Portrait of Lillian, Cora, and Lavinia Ward, taken in Worcester, Massachusetts, circa 1900. Iron Thunder, Crow Eagle, Fool Thunder, Slow White Buffalo, all holding peace pipes, Dakota, circa 1880s. Paris, 1900. Portrait of cotton mill workers in Georgia, U.S., 1909. Portrait of Nora Utina, an Inuit woman, Alaska, 1903. Portrait of Chaiwa, a Tiwa Native American, circa 1906. Women making fun of sign at beach requiring full bathing suits, Miami, Florida, 1934. Portrait of a young girl and child, Japan, circa 1908. A spinner and her spinning wheel, County Galway, Ireland, circa 1890. Portrait of a woman, Ontario, Canada, circa 1890. Photographer Frances Benjamin Johnston in an 1896 self-portrait of a new woman, taken in her Washington, D.C. studio. 5-year-old Warren Bernard runs out of his mother's grasp to his father, a soldier from New Westminster, Canada, who was going to fight for Canada in World War II. A snapshot of historical fashion from Japan, 1910s. Florence was 32 years old, a mother of 7 children, living in Nipomo, California with her children, and partner Jim Hill, 1936. I worked in hospitals, I tended bar, I cooked, I worked in the fields. I'd done a little bit of everything to make a living for my kids. Portrait of Martha Perkins, 1901. Portrait of a family, Florida, circa 1900. Portrait of a Union Army soldier from the U.S. Civil War and his family, circa 1864. An Apache woman, 1888. Mother and son, Ireland, circa 1890. Warsaw Ghetto, 1943.